Hi everybody and big welcome to cEDH Television here with a competitive gameplay video where you're gonna see all of our hands, hear our thought process throughout the entire match. Now in this battle I'm playing Max and 11 Sans White. Now this list is very similar to Crom and Ikra, but I prefer Max and 11 over them as they have a little bit more interesting card drawing capability in the command zone. Now my first hand actually looks pretty good. I'm the starting player, so I don't get to utilize my Gamestone Caverns, that's a bit sad, but I have 2 Dorks, an Imperial Seal, and an Ad Nauseam. And I'm the first one in turn order, once again, so I should be able to pressure a Wincon pretty fast here. I think this is gonna be the hand that I keep.
What's up guys, running a new deck, Malcom Roger, Polyhorn. Deck tries to go super fast, very bunch of polymorph effects. Hand right here, gonna get out a turn 1 Roger. Would be great if we could do turn 1 Malcom too, but we'll see how it goes.
Hi, today I will be playing Consult Kess or Midrange Kess. The main game plan is to cast a Kess, cast a Consult, then escape Consult with Kess to win with a Circle. We also have Breach Lines and an Adnos, but the Adnos is more of a mid-range Nos that you play at instant speed and not main phase. So this is my first 7. It is interesting. It is a turn 1 Talisman into turn 1 End Step or whatever, Brainstorm, with a Force Negation backup if something happens. We don't have red mana for the dock side and no real card advantage, so it's kind of risky in that way, like we're kind of all in on the Brainstorm. We'll still keep this though. I think this hand is more well suited for a turbo build, but which this isn't, but I still think it can go pretty fast. So I'll try this out, but it's not the greatest hand, and I am a bit greedy keeping this.
Hey guys, Jordan here with my Yuriko list. We try to get Yuriko as quickly as possible and then start accumulating card advantage with a bunch of ninja triggers and threatening our opponent's life totals. Okay, so this is our second 7 and it's looking very good. We have turn 1 Changeling Outcasts, so we're getting our turn 2 Yuriko, and then we got some spicy ones with our Planeswalker Ninja and Prosperous Thief. I really like this, I think it's going to be fun and powerful. And now with all of that out of the way, let's begin the match.
Drawing a card for the turn, I'm gonna play this Flooded Strand. I'm gonna crack this Flooded Strand. I'm gonna play a Bird of Paradise with a tropical island that I find, and I pass the turn. So I decided to begin with the Bird of Paradise instead of the Imperial Seal because I think that just increasing the mana production for turn 2 is a little bit safer compared to using Imperial Seal. I kind of want to see what my opponents are doing before I use my Imperial Seal.
Moving to my turn. Play rograkh. Start thunking hard. Play a Spire of Industry. Play a Mox Amber. Play a Springleaf Drum. Tap Springleaf Drum. Play Mana Vault.
Oh my god, that's a good turn 1.
That's alright. I'd like to pass my turn.
That's pretty good. Take my turn. Land for turn. This is Spire of Industry. I will tap it. We cast a Sol Ring. Tap Sol Ring for a Talisman of Dominance. Then I'll pass.
Alright, go to my turn. Alright, I will play this Underground River. I will pay a life and add a black to cast a Changeling Outcast and pass the turn.
Draw a card for my turn. Let's play this Verdant Catacomb. So I don't really like the situation we're in. I mean, our opponents exploded currently. One play we can do is that we can cast Imperial Seal, put put Demonic Consultation on top of a library, then go to our turn, draw the card, and then like turn 3 while Worldly Tutor and win with Thassa's Oracle Consultation. I think that's a little bit too slow currently. Sad part is that Imperial Seal is sorcery speed. I think what I want to do here is just get Max into play and build up potential instead, because Max is a pretty decent ritual and also potential card draw, so I can like on my same turn cast sorcery speed Imperial Seal, crack Claw, and draw the card that I tutored with Imperial Seal. I'm gonna sacrifice this Verdant Catacomb. I'm gonna find a bad land. I'm gonna tap out and cast Max. Max is gonna swing at Pontus, and then I pass the turn.
No blocks.
Going to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Malcom. And if that's okay, I'll pass turn. Now, if nothing happens to my board state and no one has anything for my Luca, I win next turn.
So in your end step, I'll pay 1 life to add a blue to cast a Brainstorm.
No response to Brainstorm.
Draw 3. I'll put these 2 back on top, and then go to my turn. I'll shock in a Blood Crypt, then I'll float 1 colorless to cast a Dockside.
No response to Dockside.
Dockside B, I'll make 3 treasures. I'll use the colorless floating, taking 2 damage to mana sources and sacrificing a treasure to cast Kess. Then I'll pass the turn.
Alright, go to my turn. I will play this Underground Sea, and I will go to combat and attack Honest for 1.
I will take 1 damage.
I will ninjutsu and have Yuriko attack instead, so still 1 damage. And Yuriko trigger. I will reveal a Ornithopter. Everyone takes 0. I will play Ornithopter. So it kind of sucks that we revealed a 0 off Yuriko. Obviously we want to burn, but having Ornithopter is probably one of the best floats we could get because we get to play that, we don't have to discard, and then we can play another ninja next turn, and life is good. The table is pretty scary, so if we get another turn, I'll be happy. Alright, and then I'll pass the turn.
I'm gonna go to my turn and untap. But before I draw, I'm gonna tap this for green and cast Worldly Tutor. So I actually think this is the time to go for it because all of them have closely, except Pontus has 2 treasures, but they more or less have tapped out. Now Yuriko usually plays like really free to cast counterspells, but I really feel this is like a moment to try it out. Now we don't have any interaction, so if this fails, it's a little bit sad, but we're not out of it completely. Once Dockside is on my library, I'm gonna draw Dockside. I'm gonna play this Marsh Flats. I'm gonna sacrifice the Marsh Flats for a Bayou. Tap this, no, of course we're tapping the bird. Cast Dockside. Max will trigger on the cast, and I will target my Bird of Paradise to untap it, and I'm gonna create a clue.
So this Dockside is really scary. I do respect Anis's board as well. Like, I'm kind of scared of Anis just slamming a Glinthorn. The Polymorph I can still counter with the Force Negation, but I think I really want to delay this. And I kind of wanted to save both the counterspells for Anis' turn, but I think this is too much value for me to, like, give him. So I think the right play for me here is to delay and then hold up the Force Negation for Anis' turn. But if Anis slams the Glinthorn, I'm just shit out of luck. In response to the Max trigger, I sacrifice my 2 treasures to cast a delay on the Dockside.
I have no response to this. My Dockside is delayed and it's gonna come sooner. Later I mean. Then Max resolves and I will untap the Bird of Paradise. And I'm gonna make a clue token. I'm gonna tap this and cast a Imperial Seal. I'm gonna put this Pact of Negation on top of my library so that when I go to my next turn I have some form of protection as I already have my Ad Nauseam in my hand. And as well, if like one of them wheels here, which isn't that unlikely against these guys, I will at least draw into some form of interaction versus these guys too. Then I'm gonna tap the bird and play an Arbor Elf and pass the turn.
I will move to my turn. Draw card. Alright, I will tap 5 and I'll play Luca. Copper Coat Scout.
Yikes.
I have a response.
Go ahead, go right ahead, dude.
Force Negation, pitching.
Yeah, all the interaction, oh my god.
This Pontus, he has everything.
All 2 interaction spells, yes, that's what I have.
Yeah, no, I will pass on the Force Negation.
Luca is exiled.
I'm gonna gamble. I'll put that card into hand off my gamble, and then I'm gonna click on discard a card randomly. I discard Divergent Transformation.
Ah, that's sad. That's a key card for you.
And then I'll move to combat. That's okay. And I'll hit mons for 2.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's okay. And then I will pass my turn.
Take my turn. I'll pay 1 life to cast Brainstorm from my graveyard. Draw 3 cards, put 2 of them back. So that's a pretty good draw. I now have the win in hand, and Mons is untapped, Jordan is untapped, and Anis just tried to win. I think this is a good place to go for it. There is a possibility that Jordan has sandbagged a bit and still sitting on interaction, and I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. I think this is a good spot for me to try. Hopefully Jordan hasn't been able to use sandbag his interaction and stop me, but if that's the case, then we're kinda in a bad spot, so to say, because yeah. Shocking in a Steam Vents, tapping 2 blue, taking a damage, casting a Thassa's Oracle. In response to the ETB trigger, I'll tap 3, have 1 colorless floating, to cast a Tainted Pact.
Jordan didn't even get to have a turn free here.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I'll exile cards until I hit my last, getting Gilded Drake to my hand, and then Thassa's Oracle trigger on the stack. I would like to go to winning the game.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. We had a win attempt, but he got stopped. Pawns has won it. We'll try to run it back next time.
Turn order is really sucks sometimes. I think if we got our next turn, we would have been in a really, really good position, but that's the way it goes.
Pontus really had everything there. He had interaction, he had his combo pieces, he casted Brainstorm from his graveyard with Kess. Yeah, Kess midrange. Seems to be doing some good work.